Tucson, and this is the one. And if you want to get done, you might want to get the one. Yeah, the 419 TwoSun knife. This is an interesting little knife here, folks. This will set all new records. Oh, I need to start this over. Oh my God, amazing new steel formula blows MagnaCut out of the water. This is amazing. This'll set the world on fire. I gotta start doing the clickbait titles, you know. Amazing new steel. Could this be the best blade steel ever? Just scream it from the mountaintops. Click here. I need 1 million clicks. My AdSense isn't paying shit these days. Okay. Oh, great. Quit being sarcastic. TS419. Rihe design, no less. And what is this? It's the brand new steel. See, it doesn't have a catchy name like MagnaCut. It's the YJ01-V1. And you go, oh, hold on, buddy. I'm going to pull out my YJ01-V1 bladed knife. Try and remember that. Don't forget. Don't sleep, because you'll forget it the next morning. Okay. But it is I'm going to say it's a new formula. It's a new formula. Okay, did I say it? I said it. Okay, it's a new formula in an old box. Okay, so you get the box, you get the knife. I got this knife from TwoSun Knives because the owner of TwoSun knows that I was going to get back into testing, you know, PMI, XRF, analyzer gun, and that kind of thing. And Rockwell as well. Where did you do the Rockwell hit? Oh, right there, didn't you? Okay. So actually, he said, okay, let me tell you, and these knives have not been available for a while, but now they are, because I looked it up on Sleazebay, and they are on eBay with the YJ01-V1. Very catchy title. Blade, okay. DWin99, yes, he is TwoSun Knives, okay. So if you go, oh, who is that seller? Yeah, you got it. It's still got 6, whoa! How high is this gonna go? 6 days left? And it's already at $131? Yikes, okay. And here's what they're saying. This is in the description. Usually he doesn't get quite this involved, but he's really pretty big on this new R&D steel that they've developed. And this is what? The TwoSun team and Fengay or whatever, PSF company. Of course, I'm going to destroy the name, whatever, because I don't know how to speak Chinese. But its composition is as follows, okay? So, do you even care about the knife? We're going to talk about the composition a little bit, and then we'll go back to the knife. But the knife is 3.5-inch blade, 8 inches overall length. Okay, RHE design, and it's got a pocket clip. It's got carbon fiber and titanium. Okay, get back to this. Okay, so it's supposed to be 2% carbon, 20% chromium. Does that look like, that looks like M390, right? Moly, vanadium, tungsten, and cobalt. Okay, so now I will tell you what it really is, okay? Because I had it analyzed, and I am the master of knife testing, of course. So what I said here is claimed composition, and you go through here, tungsten, vanadium, cobalt. This is what they're saying it is, okay? What is it really? Well, we can't do carbon with an XRF. The X-ray fluorescence does not pick up light elements like carbon. Yes, I am a physics scientist, so let me tell you. I'm just kidding. Hey, but vanadium, their vanadium claim is 5%. It's actually 5.5% on actual, so that's not bad. Chromium, they said 20%. Okay, I mean, close enough for government work, right? And then, iron, it's what's left over, right? Okay, and so what is this? We got moly and we got tungsten. I don't see the cobalt. And we got a little bit of nickel in there. Okay, but just a 0.275 of nickel. So where that came from, and I think they speculated, they didn't know where that came from either, but it was a little trace of that. Okay, so the people who did the testing says this steel, because I didn't tell them what it was. Okay, I just said unknown steel. They go unknown, very similar to CPM 20CV, M390, CTS 204P, but with a higher percentage of vanadium, and the Rockwell is almost 61. I mean, if you'd have punched it again, it might have hit 61. I mean, you know, because it can be 0.5, you know, either way. So it could have been a 60.2 or a 61.2, somewhere in there from this, if it would have varied a little bit. But so this 60.7 is close to 61, which I'll tell you what, ain't getting much more than 59.5 to 60.2 on most M390, are we? Even though really 62 would be a good number, 63 would be even better. And don't tell me it's going to be too chippy at that. I don't think that's true. But this at almost 61, okay. So they're bragging it up. Now, is this really that good? I don't know. I have no idea, you know? So, you know what? This would be interesting. If you've ever seen the channel Outpost 76, that's my buddy Gerald, and he does cutting performance tests because he'll, you know, cut until it loses its ability to shave paper, and then, or, you know, whatever, and then he'll go to another dullness level, and then he'll bring it back. You know, he'll sharpen it back, and then he'll do it again. And I can't remember if he does it a third time or if he does it initial and a first sharpening, second sharpening, but he does those. And so there's cutting performance that, you know, at least gives you an idea, like how many feet of cardboard can you cut? And I've seen like up to 400 foot before it loses its ability to shave paper, and that was some good M390 that did that. Okay, that was pretty solid. So you can get through 400 foot out of there. I think you're rocking it. But you can look at his test results. I'm going to put the links down below here. There's a spreadsheet, talks about XRF and hardness, you know, with Rockwell. And there's also another spreadsheet that deals with testing, cut test performance. So you'll see XRF, HRC, and then you'll see the other one, cut test performance. So, and I don't know if that cut test performance thing has been updated in the past couple of years or not, but that might give you some insight on some of the steels. But yeah, this is a nice design. The people who've been buying the one that has like a red G10 or red micarta insert and this and that, it's D2 and it's like $89. It was on White Mountain Knives, so you could have got it for $89 minus 10%, which would have been the low 8s, but it was D2. This is this special steel, so we'll see. I mean, then you can argue why come up with a new composition of something that's basically the same as 20 CV and M390? Why? What is it about that is enhanced in some way? I don't know. I think he was saying, did he say in this thing something about, well, corrosion resistance, but you're going to get that. But then excellent grindability, mirror finish, polish ability due to fine and uniform carbides. Okay. Is it easier to work with than M390? And at this elemental, you know, composition, why would it be necessarily that much different in its characteristics? So I don't know. But I'm just telling you, this is a new collaborative steel. Maybe this is, instead of buying the M390 from Bowler, they've developed this themselves. And so this will be easier to obtain. or maybe less expensive, something like that. I don't know. But this would be interesting. You know, I've already had it scanned. I've already had a Rockwell. It's pretty good and hard. So will it cut anything? And it'll cut paper. Well, it's a miracle. See? Look I proved it. It's better than MagnaCut. Okay, whatever. Now, it's sharp. How long can I keep doing that? Longer than my arm's probably going to continue to want to do that. Okay, so we'll see, my friends. We'll see. But the ergos on this knife are pretty good, and I will try and get this over to somebody to do a cutting performance test. I think it'd be interesting. I mean, knowledge is power, right? And if this doesn't do as well or it does better, it'd be just kind of fascinating to know. I don't know that it would make much difference as to whether I'd buy the knife or not necessarily, because I mean, I buy knives pretty much because I like the design. You know, it just speaks to me or it doesn't. Okay. And this one speaks to me. I like the design of this knife. Do you not? And this inlay carbon fiber is pretty nice. I mean, Tucson makes a good knife, and you know, they're not $350, $400, $500, okay? But this thing, if it didn't say Tucson somewhere on here, and somebody said, oh, here's my new, OEM knife, I'm a USA designer, blah, 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 you might pay $350 for this, right? I mean, that's kind of how, I mean, I laugh about that, but you might say, oh, no, I think I'm going to call you a liar, because I think there's knives that don't look this good that have gone for something on an OEM, USA designer. So I think this RIHE is a nice design. The design flows pretty nice here. Blade, cool shit, detent's good too. Yeah, blade to handle's good. Here's your flipper tab. And it's fairly subtle, but it's there. And boy, I'll tell you what, I don't think you're going to flick this. No. I was saying when I was pulling this out, it's like, whoa, that's some detent. No. Now, you can do a stronger detent when you got a flipper tab, right? I mean, believe me, it's strong enough, okay? So this is not going to shake loose. No way. It's there. Let me see. It's centered. There's no play in the detent. No lock rock or blade play. These are kind of nice and smooth, aren't they? It's pretty nicely done. And no weight relieving, but of course, they've carved out a bunch of it from this side to put the inlay in, so okay. And how much does it weigh? But I've had this now for, God, a month at least or so, because I had to send it to test. 134 grams, okay? And we just jumped all over the hell. Come on. 4.7, okay, yeah, it's not bad. It's not that heavy. Let me get my caliper out and see what this is like. Where are we? 3.4 millimeter blade stock is not bad. 0.13, that's thicker than most of them are running these days. 0.55 of an inch at 14 millimeters. So it's a pretty good chunk in the hand, and it's a pretty good chunk of blade steel as well. It's a nice flat grind, stone wash. Plunge looks pretty symmetrical. Lockup looks to be 35%, somewhere in there. I mean, this can kind of fake you out a little bit when you try and look at that, right? Because of this machined area. If they hadn't machined it away, you can see that further under that machining, it's a stronger lockup under there. It might argue 40%. So, but it's a sturdy chunk, isn't it? Backspacer, Lanyard goes through here. Pocket clip, nah, can't flip the clip, but it sits in here, so it's machined area for it to get down into. Yeah, I think they do some pretty good design work. They've just kind of come out, the last year and a half, Rihe, and they've done some stuff. They're whatever, but this is an attractive design for sure, and it's big enough too, right? 3.5, okay. I mean, that's kind of where they're running. If it's a big full-size knife, it'll run to 3.5, and that's where she's going to stay. 90 millimeters, 3.5 inches, 8 inches overall at 20.2 centimeters. But, you know, that's about all you're going to get. You could get 8.5 inch, you know, Tucson knife. There's been some that have come out that were really big, including my Vandal, that was 9.25 inches overall length, but that's pretty unusual. But this should be all right to carry. It's in the 4-ounce range, and it's definitely comfortable from an ergonomic standpoint. You can see it's pretty straight shot, right? This should not be a problem. And of course, a pocket clip doesn't really cause a lot of problems because it's a milled pocket clip. Of course, the only thing that milled pocket clips don't do well is they don't be pocket clips very well, do they? I mean, they're good looking, but they ain't as good as a stamped one, in my opinion, usually. But every once in a while, they are pretty good. But this one, it's got a little bit of flex to it. So they're definitely handsome. They're definitely better looking than the stamped ones, but they can be a little bit more of a pain going in and out of the pocket than a properly done, formed, whatever stamped one. But okay, we're good. And yeah, reverse grip. Yeah. Where's my balance? Balance is good. Yeah, I like it. And this is interesting. It's just interesting about the steel. And kind of wondering, are they going to do more with that? And will they use it because it's easier to machine? Is it easier to heat treat, you know, in batches, when they make batches? You know what I'm saying? M390 is a bit more really finicky, and it's a bit of a steel that I really kind of determined a while back that it was really best done in very small batches, or, you know, on a custom knife, etc. But big batches, it's really tough to control the temperature, and you can't be off much, because if you're at a 58.5 or 59, your performance on M390 is way worse than if it's at a 61. I mean, it's really exponentially worse. And so it's more finicky, okay? So I'm not super high on M390. It's just like everybody's using it, so you take what you get when you buy the knife, right? But other than that, no, I don't have to have it. This one, I like it. Now, what do we got? Let's jump into this one. We ain't going from the front, so we're going to go from the back, and we'll take a look at what we got inside. We got a little pivot collar going around there. Bank. I wonder if let me get my... Well, that's definitely not... it's definitely not magnetic, so it must be titanium as well. I don't think this hardware is titanium. I think that's all steel, but... and let's get the pocket clip. Whew. Wow, I think I just crushed a molar. Okay, hold on. Get over here. Oh, come out from the other side now, will you? Where do you come? Oh, you come from here? Okay. To hell with you. Okay, let's get this. Come on. Let go. Quit being weird. Oh, crap. No, we don't have any. Okay, we just got... Oh, that's... Oh, it's just a little spacer, isn't it? Okay, so this just goes through here, but it doesn't... There is no outside. Okay, so it's just to locate this thing, but it doesn't screw it down. You just got the one body screw. Okay, now we got steel washer. Okay. And we got ceramic bearings, and yeah, we got a captured pivot here. That's what this is all about. And of course, we got a pivot surround. Just dump the bearings. And we got captured pivot, yeah. And where are we? What are we doing on the other side? No, it's not capturing it from there, so it must be squared off, and it is here. And then, well, if you're going to be that way, we'll just get you like this. Okay. Yeah, it's squared off here. Okay. And then, obviously, that is got a race on it right there, so interesting. Oh, let me take a look at this blade while we're here. Okay, no, they didn't carve in. Remember when they were doing those detent ramps there? But they didn't do one on that. Let me see about, okay, yeah. The hardware is obviously steel. Okay, we got that. So here we go. And of course, these outer collars they're titanium, ceramic bearings. Let me see if I can throw something on the floor. And there, and there. Okay, I think we got the party together. That's what she looks like. Nothing crazy or unusual there, but pretty solid looking knife. Time to wipe this baby down. And I think we're good. It's a nice stonewash finish. Doesn't really show much, does it? Yeah. This one, now that I got it re-put back together, it seems like it's dropping even better. And it's because you got the proper tension on that. And a little KPL lube. And cleaned it up, all that kind of stuff. Didn't really need much cleaning. Pretty clean there, but no finger flickability. Oh, it's a fail. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't need 500 different ways to open a knife. If I can get it open, it's good. And this steel, it's way better than Magna Cut or anything ever, forever. Or whatever. Okay. So, but it is what it is. It'll be interesting to kind of get a cutting performance test. And then we will have made the trifecta, right? We will have done the Rockwell. We will have done the XRF. And so we go to cutting performance test. We made it around the block. We'll kind of know more about this steel and kind of give us a little bit better ideas if we like it or not. Take care, my friends. Thank you so much. We do love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.